Welcome to Conversations with Nisha, where we dive into the heart of what matters most: love, self healing, relationships, and personal growth. Join me as we explore the complexities of trauma, self esteem, and the intricacies of relationships between men, women, and the journey of motherhood. Let's have a real, honest conversation that inspires and heals and empower. I am your host, Nisha. Welcome to my love tribe. Yeah, it's your girl Nisha back with another Conversations with Nisha. And today I want to do something a little different. I want to start, well, not like permanently, but just, a little some. I want to start reading like little memes that I find important or meaningful to me. And I kind of want to speak about that. The first meme is actually a quote out of a book by a poet called Kira J. And I do not know the name of her book just yet. I have it in my Amazon cart and I'm going to buy it. But by the end, I'm going to let y'all know what the name of this book is, honestly, because I bet it's good. And everything that I've read so far has been like just hitting right on the nail. It's so relatable. You get what I'm saying? It's so relatable. So we're gonna jump right on in it, and I'll get to my own personal stuff about my background and what's been going on with me later. But right now, I just kind of want to, you know, jump right into it. So, okay, let me get my mic right. All right, so this is again from Kira J. This is a quote out of her book. And it says, every man I've ever loved has had a heart that belongs to another woman, either unbeknownst to me when we met them or meeting someone else while we're together. What that does to you, it's really hard to describe, but I'll try. So, I'm not going to try to describe. Well, I'm live, but I'm gonna answer it. I'm gonna answer my guy. Hello.
Oh, you doing your podcast?
Yep, and you're definitely on here because I'm live. But I said I was gonna answer. What's up?
What you talking about?
I'm reading some quotes. That's kind of like meaningful to me, and I'm elaborating on some. So yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Okay, alright. Just hit me up when you get back.
Okay. Alright. All right, y'all. I'm so sorry. That was my best friend AJ. Um. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I'm not gonna edit it out because fuck it. At this point. Okay, so I guess I can describe the feeling because I've been through that multiple times. Unfortunately, I think I'm still in a current, I'm not going to say relationship because I'm not in a relationship. I'm single, but a situation um that's not, I feel like, progressing or going to progress. So it's about to be ended. But I'm just gonna give y'all a little backstory about my current situation that kind of relates to what she's saying. So there's a guy that I'm gonna say talking to because we're not dating for real. That I'm talking to, I'm entertaining, and he has. Okay, I gotta give y'all the story from kind of like the beginning because I don't want to say so much because I think he be watching my podcast. But real cool dude. Um, when we first met, oh my goodness, it was years ago. It was years ago when we first met, and I initially just liked him. Um, I was physically attracted to him real bad, and still is. It's something about you real dog niggas that I just like, you know. And he was one of them, and he's so sweet. And I just like how he, still to this day, I like how he speak. I like his tone that he uses. I like how he talks to me, you know. Yeah, so he got a lot of characteristics that I liked, and a lot of personality that I like too, that made me attracted to him. So we met. I'm gonna kind of skim through it real quick. We met. We liked each other. We were talking for a little minute, maybe a few months or so, maybe longer than that. I don't know, but I think I think he ended up telling me that he had a baby on the way during the time we were talking, and I think that was just a non-negotiable to me, and I couldn't play with it, and I was like no. So I think I cut him off. No, it's not. I don't think I did. I cut him off. Like I blocked him. I stopped talking to him, and I started working at the same place he started working at, like months, maybe a year later. And I totally forgot that he was working there because we hadn't talked in so long, right? Um, so I started working there, but I was working in a different part. And he would come in every day and, you know, get his things that he needed or whatnot. And he would see me. He would always try to talk to me, and I would be kind of nasty, kind of, you know, mean and rude, because I'm like, boy, I'm not saying you like you got a whole baby on the road. You had a baby, and like I was really feeling you. Like I'm really digging you, type shit. And like I feel like it could have either be two things. Either you chose somebody over me because I just wasn't her for you, which is fine, or you tried to do what you thought was best, and that's stick with who you created a family with, which, you know, I get it, but things always can be handled way better than what people handle them. So yeah, that was that. And fast forward, he kept trying. I kept ignoring him. I think I ended up getting up with him maybe a couple times after that. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But then I gave in a little bit, and I started conversating with him more. When he would come in, you know, I started liking him again or whatever. And I don't think I was willing to really give him another chance. But, you know, conversation was cool. We never took it further than that after that. So then I think he moved. I think before he moved, I think I saw through social media where him and his girlfriend had another child. You know, and I'm like, oh, okay, you know, like he really love her type shit. He really love her. Like, yeah. So they kind of got me to questioning, like, I just wasn't her for him, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, because you still with her or whatever. So, disregarding the shit that you already told me. But you know how niggas be. So, it is what it is. Because I'm not never blind to the fact. Whatever foolish shit I do, I choose to do this shit because that's my decision. That's what I want to do. But don't ever think I'm stupid to the fact to what a nigga be saying to me, because I'm not at all. I be knowing. Sometimes, you know, I just want a little temporary feeling and shit. You know, so I go with the flow a little bit on my own terms and on my conditions. But so that was that. They had another baby, and I want to say after that they moved out of town. I think he moved them out of town, and I want to say they was engaged, and you know, they was in love. I believe. I think they was in love type shit. And I'm like, okay, like shit, you know. You know, I had a little feeling for him and shit still, you know, because we was talking for a minute. We was talking for a good minute. But I had a little feel, you know, little feels. And I'm like, okay, well, it is what it is. Hey, bye. So, fast forward. All of this, oh, my God, I think this was like 2020, maybe 2021, when all of this happened. And we reconnected. And I gotta tell y'all how we reconnected, right? We reconnected when I first did my very first episode of Conversations with Nisha. And I was harassing everybody because I need everybody to run me up. Like, I'm out on Instagram. I'm sending my YouTube link for the podcast to everybody that's in my close friends, other people, all of that message. I'm sending the link. Like, y'all like and subscribe. You hear me? So he was one of the people who got caught in the link sending. And he hit me up and was like, "Did you mean to send me this?" And I was like, "Yeah." So he like, "Oh, okay." Like, I said, he was like, "Call me, or can I call you," or something like that. So I'm like, "Yeah, if you like and subscribe to my shit." So he like, he commented back, and he was like, subscribe, and commented. So I'm like, okay. So I go on there. I'm like, oh, he not lying. Like, he really did. So I was like, all right, cool. Like, I'm bored at this point too. I'm not gonna say I'm vulnerable, but I was definitely, I am still and was, but I'm trying to come out of it. Well, I'm going to come out of it. But I was in a state of mind that wasn't spiritual, that wasn't healthy, that was low vibration, right? So I allowed the call. He called. We talked for hours. Do you hear me? First of all, I don't even be on the phone with people that long, because I don't like to. I don't like to be on the phone with people that long. It aggravates me, but I can't deny a great conversation. I can't. So we were on the phone. We were talking for a good minute, like for hours. It was good. We was catching up, and obviously he was telling me that he still stays out of town or whatnot. So I'm like, okay, that's what's up. And I'm thinking, like, well, y'all done got married, because the last time I saw on social media, y'all was, engaged and doing this. So he like, no, we called the wedding off, or she called it off, and I'm not gonna tell nobody business like that, but she called it off, and for whatever reason she did, and and they broke up, and they wasn't staying together anymore, and yada yada yada. So he's telling me all these things, and I'm like, oh, okay, So in my mind, I ain't gonna lie, I'm like, shit, I might as well go shoot my shot, But wrong way to be thinking, right? So he was shooting his shot too. I'll say that. And we just started conversating. Till this day, we conversate. And that shit just really getting old to me. If I'm going to be honest, that's really getting old to me, because I'm not a little girl. We're not teenagers. Conversation cool. If I want to get up and go out of town and see somebody, I can. However, I'm not finna get up on and just go on a dime without the other person at least helping contribute to this trip to come to you. I just can't. My soul will not let me do that. You get what I'm saying? Like, my soul will not let me. I just can't do that. Like, I done a lot of foolish ass shit when it came to niggas. My baby dad, prime example. I had 2 kids by him. Listen, it is what it is though. But that's just something that I can't do. And then I feel like I'm growing too. And I'm starting to feel a lot of growing pains, and a lot of stuff is starting to really aggravate me. And it's just like, I'm starting to become so uncomfortable with the changes that are being made in my life. And I just can no longer accept the bare minimum, and it just aggravates me. So, moral of the story, back to the topic, I feel as though we can't comfortably form anything with one another is because one, he's not for me and I may not be for him. Two is because his heart is still with somebody else. That lady that he decided to have those 3 babies with, proposed to and everything, I don't think you're fully over that situation. And if that is the case, that is fine. You understand what I'm saying? That's fine. The realest thing a man could ever do is tell the truth to another woman he interested in and not lead her on. For real. Because us women, and it's our responsibility to stop things before they get bad or before we get our feelings hurt. But we don't. We don't do that. We never stop ourselves. We go with what we feeling, not with what we really know. Cause I know shit. I know, like, I'm not boo-boo fool. I'm not sitting over here in another state while this man in a different state with the person he proposed to and was engaged with and got 3 kids. This is family. You get what I mean? So I'm not blind to the fact about none of this, y'all. I'm not. But I like him. But I know I can't have anything with him. And I'm not gonna say that it is my bad. I'm not gonna say that it's impossible, but is it worth it? You get what I'm saying? Like, is it really worth me continuing this? And my mind is telling me no. My heart is too, to be honest. Like, we're not gonna cap. It's just all telling me no. And for me, it's just entertainment. It's entertainment, and I want it to be more because I have a desire for what I want. But I don't think it's gonna be more. And I'm not gonna force anything. Neither. And I know a lot of people might think, well, hey, that's crazy that you still even, it is, and this is a no judgment zone, so do not get into my comments with no bullshit, because I clap back and I roast motherfuckers. And my friends do too. I just want to let y'all know that. But, it is what it is, and we all live and we learn, and I'm growing every day. Literally, I'm growing every day, and the growth is painful and it's uncomfortable, but that's how I know it's working. That's how I know it's really working, because I'm uncomfortable, and I have to want more and want better for myself, and I do, but I have to work on myself in order to get those things that I want. And that's me looking deeper inside myself, not with just relationships and men and stuff like that, with love. Not that's the thing that I desire most, but not just with that, but like with just everything that's going on in my life. Like just being a better person, just being a better mother, being a better woman, just a better human being. Seeing what really matters the most and passing it to my offsprings. I would love to have somebody I can share my life with, who can teach me things, just be there for me in a way that I can be there for you. When I'm not giving 100% on whatever day that is, you can pick that slack up for me, and vice versa. I need a real teammate, a real partner. You know what I'm saying? And that's just really what it is. Like with me, I really need that in my life. And I really want that. But I do understand that none of the things that I really want, all of the things that I really want, won't fully come into circle until I get things right with myself, with my inner self. I'm understanding it. Excuse me. Yeah, but I'm understanding that nothing will fall in place until I start with me. And that's where I'm starting. I have to start with me. I have no choice but to start with me. And that's where I'm gonna start. Like that's the only place I can start. And then too, I have a daughter, so I want her to, and a son. I want her to see how it is for a woman to really be treated. And I'm not saying she doesn't have those role models in her life, because she has uncles who are great men, beautiful men to their women. I want a man like my brothers. I don't come from a background full of sorry ass niggas. I come from a background with good men, good intentional men who do well for themselves. And I'm following their footsteps, and it's me holding me back. So I'm gonna get it together. I'm getting it together. It's just taking some time, and I'm very knowledgeable of what I need to do. And this is just a battle I have to fight on my own, and I have to do it all alone. And I hate that, but at the same time, I know it's gonna make me greater than what I am. So I have to distance myself. I have to discipline myself. And those are the things that I'm willing to do to just become a better person. So that's me, and that's what I'm working on. So it is what it is. So listen, that was long, y'all, because y'all know I'm long winded already, but that was kind of long with me kind of elaborating on Miss Kira J, a quote from her book. And I have a lot of more quotes too, but I'm not gonna play with y'all time like that. Cause I can get to talking, baby. You hear me? I can get to talking. But I'm gonna read some out. I'm just not gonna elaborate on it. One of them says, I will always believe that if someone wants to, they will. Because when I wanted to, I did. Listen, this is for anybody. This is not just relationship topic. This is for anybody. This is for anybody that's in your life. When someone wants to do something with or for you, they're going to do it. There's no ifs, ands, buts about it. Just like when you chose and when you wanted to do something for a person, they did it. So if their energy cannot be reciprocated to me, I don't want it. Whether it's friends, family, relationship, whatever, I don't want it. I don't want to be there more for somebody than they are for me. That's not a good feeling. And then you find yourself always in a position there for that person, and then your cup empty, baby. Who gonna fill you up? When you need somebody, even something simple, when you need somebody to talk to and have a conversation with, just somebody to hear you, that person can't be there for you. They got 12,000 things going on, either in their background or they doing something else. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just is what it is, y'all. So make sure, if y'all in positions like that, get out of them. Don't do nothing for nobody if that person cannot do nothing for you at all. And this is one more that I wanna read. It says, until men and women start having honest conversations about who they truly are, what demons they're battling, where they lack, and what they truly want, love will continue to be a temporary emotion, Honesty and communication are the key. I'm going to end that note. Thank y'all for tuning in with Conversations with Nisha. I enjoyed this conversation and I hope you did too. I shall see y'all the next time. Peace.